Meanwhile, Dia. Alan is going to finish his meeting with Lewis. Lewis is going to leave Alan's office, and he will he will tell you that he is going to uh, wait for you so they can talk more at the visitors center when you're done with your tour with Alan. Because Alan apparently told him he was taking on a tour.
Ugh, fucker. Ready to go when you are, Alan.
All right, follow me. So Alan is going to take you in all of the secure spaces. There's going to be a lot of labs that you will end up seeing. Nothing looks really suspicious out of the ordinary. One particular interesting lab that you will find is that there's a lot of studies that are being done right now in this office of binary helix where they're trying to find ways so that um, Asari can bear children that matches their mate's DNA instead of Asari DNA, because Asari can mate with anyone, but they always birth other Asari. So there's being studies being done that might be able to let an Asari, if they mate with a human, actually birth a human, or if they mate with a Krogan, actually birth a Krogan instead of just another Asari. So that's really interesting. He will also take you to the area where you can see all of the collectors are kept for the project, and the little stands that are running around seem to be fine. They seem to be.
Dia just when she looks at the collector, she's like, "Little shits, so many of them." Fuck. Jokes aside, Dia is going to be actively like looking around for anything. Like, is this place cannot be so squeaky clean?
Yeah, roll perception or investigation.
Reception. Oh shit.
You don't notice anything.
um,
Um,
with that
Go
roll,
ahead.
would I be able to find any like really good searching devices? You know,
Like computer systems.
not just computer systems. I was like maybe looking for things to like any readings. Like, can you find anything on readings or anything like that? Yeah,
Readings.
maybe. So Dia's gonna ask Alan, hey Alan, do you have anything about dark energy, or do you have anything that can help find an alien spaceship?
Not in this lab. Not that I know of.
Are you sure there's not any other places in here?
Well, he's not done with the tour,
Oh,
but like, I mean, do you have any questions for him? He's gonna ask. Do you have any questions about this particular program? Seeing how Stan and all
well,
that.
well, after we figured out how to communicate with him, he kind
You
of
can communicate with him.
yeah. We were able to use the translator to talk to him properly.
We've been trying to figure out a way to translate their commu. How were you, were you able to figure out
I'll tell you
their
later.
like
I'll tell you later. Let me just say his. I prefer the clicking to when he's actually, talking.
that's can I get a copy of the translation code?
Sure, later. I'll send it to you later. Sorry, I'm in a rush today.
All right, he'll take you to the rest of the facility, and you'll get to the very end, and you won't see anything that has anything to do with Angarans or dark energy or any of that stuff.
Dia's gonna like scratch her head. She's like, "This is so weird. Where can we find this?"
Again, I don't think that whatever you're looking for is here in Binary Helix. I know that we've had a bad rap in the past, but we have nothing to do with this ship or dark energy or anything of that matter.
This ship went missing around this area.
It's a pretty big area, Dia.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
don't know what to tell you.
no, it's fine. Sorry. Well, since we're together, Dia's going to send a message to the guy. Is going to be saying like, "You guys find anything?" Question mark. And as she does so, she's going to just like ask. So he doesn't know.
Kasaj will respond back if Vito and Indy don't respond back immediately, or Vito and Gimmick, excuse me.
Vito's sending. Didn't find anything. ...
Any
on
idea?
like didn't find anything on the on the Angara ...
Dia's gonna send back as she talks to Alan's. She's gonna send to Vito. Any ideas of what to do next? Question mark. And she's gonna say to Alan, so he doesn't know about what happened on Earth yet?
You're talking about our father.
Yeah.
No, I haven't said anything to him.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Sorry, I just thought he would find out by now. It's not really.
No.
We don't really hide it well.
Logan, what happened is not for me to say. If that's something you want to tell our dad someday, that's your business. But it's not a secret for me to tell.
Sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm a little stressed out recently. I might vanish into the air anytime. Along with those other biotics. I don't know.
Logan, what about Stan?
Stan, he's fine. He's a comic book nerd. He's at our ship. He's like perfectly fine. He's way too good with guns for being what he is.
He's also, of all of the collectors that we have here, he's also been the most advanced and the one that's been the closest to reaching the conversion. That's why he's very important to us.
I know. He says he doesn't want to come back. We asked him why. He said it was just this place was boring for him.
Boring? We've been trying to entertain them as much as possible. We've shown them movies. Alan looks a little hurt by that. He's like, "What? Boring? I'm not boring. What?
Alan,
Why did you say I was boring?" It's that kind of
thing.
It's
a tough pill to swallow, but sometimes you are boring. I mean, you like rom-coms of all things.
There's nothing wrong with rom-coms.
There are and you're watching Amy Schumer classics? Really? They aren't classics.
Logan, can there ever be a point where you and I have a conversation where you're not judging me or making fun of me?
Yeah, that's okay.
Of all the people that have made fun of you and judged you, I never once did it to you. I think that's a little unfair.
Yeah, it is a little unfair. I'm sorry about that. I don't like to do that on purpose. But yeah, you know I care for you a lot. Yeah.
I know, and I care for you too, which is why I've been holding my neck out for you this whole time.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I'm just gonna take a lesson. Listen, with the business I'm involved in currently, there is a pretty big chance you might not see me again.
Why?
Because I could end up dead.
Wait. What? What is this something that you are doing dangerous?
Of course. Has it not
Well,
occurred to you about why I wanted to be discreet?
Well, I knew that you were investigating some things, but I didn't realize that this investigation could put you into serious, fatal trouble.
We've already got involved with a bunch of shit already on Irune and on Tuchanka.
I thought that those were only like one-time things. You're still.
Let alone the. Actually. Oh my god, we're here. I need you to scan my body.
What? For what?
Some weird shit has been happening to me. I don't know if you've heard about it. The biotics that have been disappearing.
Yeah, I have seen that in the news too.
I think me and my allies might be next.
I can definitely run some medical scans on you to see if there's something going on with you with your physiology, but based on my understanding of it, none of the scientists have found anything physically wrong with any of the people that have disappeared.
I don't know. Sorry, I'm dumping a whole bunch of shit on you and it's not getting across well, but listen, there's a good chance I'm probably gonna die on this. Because I'm a fucking drag queen.
Logan, don't say that. You can't just come here and tell me that.
Listen, I don't have any other chance to tell you that, and I thought it would be better in person.
Okay.
If I vanish, it's probably because I'm either dead with all those other biotics or I'm with them somehow. I don't know. Creepy shit has been happening.
Logan, look, there's a room that we passed by that I showed you that didn't really have any significance to it because the purpose of that room didn't arrive yet until this morning when Dad came.
What do you mean?
Follow me. And he will take you back to a laboratory that he took you before. And before, that laboratory didn't really have very much activity in it. But now, when he takes you back, there's a new object in the laboratory. It looks like something had gotten transported, like this big capsule-looking thing got transported into this room.
What am I looking at? Looking at Alan.
This lab is supposed to be some new research that we were assigned, doing tests and experiments on people who got converted during the Reaper War.
Shit. Is it what I...
They're husks.
Okay, and they're still alive?
They're frozen in stasis, so they're not hurting anyone. But a good chunk of the research that we were making with the Collector Project seems to relate very heavily to this particular project. That was the ultimate goal of the Collector Project, was to see if there was a way to cure those who were converted. In theory, if we're able to convert the Protheans who were converted many years ago, then it should be relatively trivial to do the same thing for people who were converted recently within the last couple of decades. In theory. Logan, talk to me. What do you think?
Let's Logan just wipes his eyes. as a bunch of memories start coming back. That's that's admirable. That's really awesome. That's yeah, and she's just gonna hold on to the wall for a second. Dad's funding this?
I didn't hear what you said.
Dad is funding this?
Yes, he's funding this.
So does he think that she's a husk? Somewhere?
He thinks that he. It seems like Alan knows who you're talking about when you said she.
Mhm.
So he says he wants to believe that she can be brought back.
Dia is not looking at Alan right now. She's like, there's never any coincidences. I'm not surprised by this. I had a hunch that something like this was what the whole collector thing was about. I didn't think. Yeah, fuck, we have to tell him. It's not fair
We have to tell him what?
that I butchered his wife.
He's gonna cut off all ties to you.
I don't really
He's gonna
care.
disown you. Well, you may not, but I do. You're still my brother.
Well, it's not like you're. Are you gonna cut your ties off with me when I tell him to?
No, of course not.
Then there's not really much of an issue, is there? Listen, me and Dad were never close. We all know how he thinks about the Turians. It's not really a surprise. Um,
Yeah, he made some very off-color jokes a few days ago after what happened in the Trebia system.
yeah.
I just ignored him.
Well, obviously I'm bigger now. He can't really do whatever he wants to me as much. He still has money and
No.
power that I don't have. But it's unfair because I'm pretty certain if we tell him this, he's probably going to stop the funding for this research.
Do you think that's fair to all of the people that could benefit from the research that could be cured?
It's not. But it's also not fair to him in a way. Like, Dia looks conflicted. I'm not conflicted um, about telling their dad something. More conflicted about hopefully helping these people. Like, it's no known secret. I don't care that I killed mom. We've had this has been between us a while. Mom and dad haven't treated me the best because of you know why. I don't really care if he suffers. Honestly, if he suffers, I probably will feel happy about it. But I don't know if it's worth risking these people.
So you're okay with this?
I'm okay with that. I I well,
Because you told me a long time ago, you told me these are not people anymore. There's husks, they're husks, Alan. There's nothing you can do about it. They're long gone and you can't bring them back.
I don't think you can bring them back. I still don't. Like being a husk, like they won't ever be themselves again. And even if they can't get who they were back, they're no longer human. That isn't human. Or Turian, Asari, what have you. It's a fuck.
But you still want to help them.
Yeah, I'm just hoping they aren't taken advantage of. That's been my whole thing about this, Alan. Because
I think we're doing this for the right reasons. At least I'm doing it for the right reasons.
I know you are. But just because you just let's just say things have a way of catching up to you. And just because this company says it's not doing any bad things anymore doesn't mean it won't do a bad thing in the future. You need to understand that, Alan.
Yes, I know. That's part of the reason why I worked really hard to get where I am. That's one of the reasons why I fought really hard to become the director here, so I can make some changes at this company.
I
And
know,
I have.
but you need to understand very strictly. I think it's amazing you're helping these people, you're letting them have a part of their lives back. But at the same time, you're also going to be condemning them to a future of trauma, most likely horrible social backlash. Like, these people are going to be the bottom of the rock. Stan is going to be at the bottom of the rock. They'll never be able to get above it. Why? Because they're the Reaper's fucked up playthings.
But I still have to try.
I know. And
And as much as you don't want to hear me say this, part of it is because I have to try for her, too.
I know. You know how I feel about them, and for all it's worth, I'm sorry, Alan.
What are you sorry about?
For killing her like that in front of you.
I don't think you've ever said sorry to me for that. I don't think you ever apologized to me for that.
I know. I'm doing it now because I might die tomorrow, for all I know. Or I might be whisked away into some. I don't know where. Listen, Alan, I love you. You're my brother. You're my family.
I love you too. And that's why I'm sorry, Logan, that I distanced myself from you for so long. I've missed you.
I missed you
I
too.
mean, I feel like because of my reaction that we wasted so many years. We were really, really close back in the day, and I wish I could turn back the clock and take everything back, but I can't. And now that I'm hearing that I might not see you again, I feel like I effed up too.
Logan's just gonna give Alan a big hug and just give him a little peck on the cheek.
He'll do the same. For both effed up, Logan.
Very much so. Um, yeah.
Do you want me to come with you when you tell Dad?
I I'll leave. It's selfish. I shouldn't. I'll tell him. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We should do it privately. So
Yeah,
bring him here.
okay. He will make arrangements to page your dad and meet you back at his office. Meanwhile, um, Nathan, are you just outside? You're just hanging outside waiting with
Qualin? Yeah, like
Yeah.
they're just waiting, keeping an eye on the radio lines, I guess.
Well, if they don't get here soon, I'm gonna go in there myself and inform them about Stan.
Well, I'd have to get Stan back is the thing, you know. Do you really want to? Do you
I
really?
know where he is.
Qualin, it's kind of complicated as it is, to be quite honest. You know.
Yes, but the sooner that I can finish this mission, the sooner I can go investigate those missing biotics. That's what you want me to focus on, right?
No, I want you to focus on stopping the entire universe from collapsing in on itself. You know, that kind of seems important.
But didn't Dia say that was related
It very well might be,
somehow?
but you know, if we stop the galaxy from falling in on itself, we stop the biotics from vanishing, myself included, apparently. So, you know,
Koalan will think on this. And meanwhile, Gimmick and Vito, while you're on your way out, you will make some last minute investigation searches, and both of you will also discover the next project that Alan Wintry will be heading, which is bringing back, curing.
Oh, that's cool.
They're not really going to bring them back to what they were, though. If Stan is any way to go by. He's not the collector he was before, he's Stan.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what they did to them to get them to this state, but maybe, yeah, they already are human underneath all that technology. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's just that maybe it's difficult to understand them. But yeah. Oh, now that I think about it, do you think I could be able to talk with one of those husks things?
Well, I don't.
I mean, are they part machine or something like that?
They are. I guess you could try. Though the information says they're all in stasis as of now, but.
I'm just curious because everyone seems to hate them, and I want just to know if they are just so bad as everyone says they are.
They were a product of their time, I guess.
Yeah?
Controlled by the Reapers.
Yeah.
Supposed to have much choice in the matter.
It seems like there are no Reapers anymore, so it should be fine.
Maybe. Guess we'll see how it goes in the next couple of years.
Okay, so Alan and Logan are in the office when Lewis Wintry comes back. Yes, son, you wanted to see me. Logan, there you are.
Dia sends a quick message a group message to everyone else. I'll be there soon. Ignore the screaming and yelling. Hey, yeah. You might want to close the door for the next little bit.
Alan will shut the door. He will sit at his desk and he'll... Father, Logan wanted to talk to you about something. Logan wanted to talk to me about something. Well, I'm assuming it has something to do with what I saw in the bathroom.
Not really. Have you found her?
Found who?
Dia looks Lewis dead in the eye. Have you found her, your wife? Mom.
Logan, what are you playing at? This is a really terrible joke.
It's not a terrible joke. Me and Alan know what happened to her. No. I told Alan what happened to her a few years after it happened.
I was told she was killed by the Reapers.
That's sort of the truth. She was turned into a husk, and I was the one who shot her down.
You. So there's an initial reaction with her turning into a husk. That's the initial reaction. Then the second reaction after that is, you shot her? You killed her? Logan, you killed your own mother?
She was
After
a
everything that she's done, after everything we both have done for you all these years, that's how you repay her? All the sacrifices that we've made? Answer me, Logan.
She was a husk, and my life was in danger. I saved myself.
Even if that were the case, she was still a person inside.
Well, with the advances you've made, obviously she was still a person.
Do you have any idea what this means, Logan?
Yeah, it means I butchered your wife. It also means I've known this for years and couldn't tell it to you. But after learning about this, Logan points to the research. I think you should know and hopefully continue doing it for the right reasons. Let's be real here. I know you think she was dead. We know what happens to the dead bodies. You know what happens to the dead bodies.
Did you know about this? He says as he turns to Alan. And Alan says, yes, Father, I did. I did know about it. I saw it happen. And you hid this from me? You, my own flesh and blood, you hid this from me? And Alan sort of swallows a little bit and he said, it wasn't my place to tell. What do you mean it wasn't your place to tell? She was my wife. She was your mother.
Dia stands in front of Logan. He couldn't do anything about it. He was going to be killed by her. I did what I could in the moment.
How do I know that you didn't enjoy it?
You're
Seeing
right,
her
I
dead.
did enjoy it.
I knew it.
I enjoyed it because of the way you two have treated me over the years. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact that I killed her, you deserve to know, and that your son is still alive.
Roll a, out of character, roll a persuasion. Okay. He backs down a little bit. He's still fuming.
You have every right to be mad. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But you can't judge us for it in the moment. It happened, it happened. Did I enjoy it? Well, yes, but I'm not like Alan. And I haven't been like Alan or normal from the way you two have treated me. And that will never change. I've accepted that. I just felt it was fair you should know.
We have treated you. We took care of you. We gave you food on the table, roof over your head, clothes on your back. Don't tell us that we didn't treat you well.
You brought me around like an expensive pet. Not only that, you think I would have noticed the fact that you guys wouldn't touch me, wouldn't hold me? You were nothing but nasty to me while you're glowing with praise for Alan. And that's also ignoring the fact, after the wars, when she initially disappeared, how to often nurse myself with Alan's help in the room after one of your bouts.
That doesn't compare to murder.
It doesn't. Well, no, that's not true. It's worse than murder. And that's the truth of it.
Maybe that little twisted head of yours.
Yeah. That's all I gotta say. Alan, I'm sorry, but I have to go.
He will turn to Alan and say, I expected a lot more from you. I expected better from you. And Alan sits there and says, whatever you need to say to me, go ahead and say it, Father. As of this moment, he says, consider yourself cut off. You are no longer my son. Either of you. And as for the funding of this project, I will think on that. But as far as I'm concerned, for the time being, you and I, our relationship is completely business. You are an employee. Do not call me, he says as he gets up. And he will make his way out the door. But then he comes back, grabs the package that contains his food from Alan's desk, and then walks out the door. And then he leaves.
You didn't need to do that. I wouldn't have minded taking the entire blame.
He sort of he looks like he tries to shrug it off. Alan, he teared up a little bit when his father disowned him. Teared up a little bit, but he's trying to like brush it off. It's okay. I did what I did. It's okay.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna give him another hug. He's probably gonna call back in a month or two. I'm betting at least 2 months. He'll probably call back. Probably say, "It was wrong. You're his son, and I understand your decision." Blah 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 blah.
Maybe, maybe not. I'm not really going to worry about it. He says that, but you can tell he's still worrying about it.
It's okay. He'll talk back to you.
So you're going back to...
I have to
Okay.
figure this out. I need to know if someone is trying to psychically mind control me or something. I don't know.
And I ran all the scans I could, and I couldn't find anything wrong with you. So whatever is happening to all those biotics is undetectable. It's as if it's invisible to the naked eye, or even scientific eyes.
Can you do me a favor? I've asked a lot of favors for you today. I already know that. But can you do research in something called light energy?
I can do that. Light energy. I don't think I've heard of that.
It's basically the opposite of dark energy. It's
That
something
would
we've
make
encountered.
sense. Sure, I can do that.
And just in case, whatever affecting me might be stemmed from that.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you, and I'm sorry.
It's okay. I guess you're not bringing Stan here.
I can
So-
try, but he has a will of his own.
Well, I'm not going to force him to come back, but tell him that if he changes his mind, we've gotten very, very close to finally finding a way to convert them back to Protheans.
Mhm.
Let him know that if he wants to come back, he's welcome to it.
I'll tell him to call you every once in a while. I'll force him to do it.
Just promise me you'll take care of him, Logan.
He'll be fine.
Okay.
He'll be fine. We won't put him in danger.
Take care of yourself too.
You too.
He'll wrap his arms around you.
Mm-hmm. You'll give him another hug. A little bit longer this time. And then, and then he leaves. Says his
Wait.
byes.
Before you leave, Gimmick would send a message saying, "Remember that Koalan needs like a seal of approval that the mission is over to continue."
Right.
And you also need to give Alan the translating code data thing for Stan, so that way they can talk to the.
Dia turns right back around.
Mhm.
Goes right back around. I forgot about this. Sends the translation code to Alan.
Yep. Thank you.
Records a message from Alan. Can you just like state your name, your position? You can. There's a Justicar in our group really wants to bring back Stan. He just needs some proof. That's okay for us to have him in our care.
Hello, my name is Alan Wintry. I am the Director of Engineering here at Binary Helix office in Ilium. The experiment known as experiment number 767 is no longer necessary to be brought back to our facility. He is free as long as he is kept under the protection of Logan Wintry and is welcome back to the facility at any point that it would like.
I sent that to Kovalan, thank you. Now he's not going to be a pain in the butt anymore. Now, bye. One more hug, then goes off.
Wait. Before you leave again, you receive
Son of a bitch!
you receive another message saying, also, if you want, tell your brother that I would like to meet him sometime, and also I would like to tag with one of those husks that he has.
Dia reads the message, keeps walking.
Yes. Yes, that's the yes. Nathan, you're gonna see that Koalan gets a message, and he has the recording gets played from Alan.
Huh.
Well, it looks like my mission is complete. I can report this to the Justicars and let them know that I was able to successfully find this whole thing to a completion.
Nathan will give Koalan a fist bump. Congratulations. Mission
Thank
complete.
you for your help. It almost seemed like I didn't have to do anything.
Easiest mission ever.
Koalan gets the
assuming
achievement.
at some point
Da-da-da-da.
Dia comes by, he's going to be like, hey,
As Logan or as
that's
Dia?
Logan.
Hey,
Mhm.
Logan.
Hey, got
So,
shit
how did that
together.
whole thing go? Is everything okay?
Yeah. I let my dad in. He was here. Let my dad in on how I killed his wife. All good stuff like
Hold-
that.
What?
Don't
You know
question
what?
it. Let's just go.
It can wait until we get back to the ship, and Nathan will like message Gimmick, Vito, and Kasaj that we're done here. It's time to go.
Wait. I want to try something before we go.
No, we're going.
Wait.
Well, what is it you wanted to try? And it's not going to be
So-
the thing you texted me.
Do you still have the hamster, the creature with you?
Oh shit! Give me that hamster. I need to go back inside.
Which one? Your hamster or
I mean
Koalan
both. I
has
need
the
both.
Rabbit hamster.
yeah, the rabbit hamster? You want both? All right, yeah.
So, I have an idea, but I will say a couple of statements first and see if my math checks out. So, I want to know: was it that the biotics generated dark matter?
Yes.
And there is any chance animals can also be biotics?
Yes.
Oh, so I would like to run a scan to check if either of these animals is biotic.
Okay. Can't hurt, I
So,
guess.
okay, let's try this out. And Gimme will scan both of them and try to see if either one of them has biotic powers.
Dia's hamster does not. The rabbit hamster does have some element 0 in its system, biotics in its system.
Oh. Oh.
I believe it's a mutation caused by exposure to EZO that gives you the ability to have biotics, right? That's like how it was discovered in humans. Like you're exposed to EZO either in the womb or at a really young age, and you can become biotic. It's why it's rarer with Quarians and Turians because they have all of the natural, radiation resistance through their skin or their suit. So
And Solarians, because I don't think, if I remember well, Solarian systems don't have EZO at all in them, so most Solarians will never develop biotics.
biotic power, yeah.
I think that we should hurry up with this because it seems like we may be running against the clock.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we have no leads at this point because Binary Helix turned up nothing.
Then we'll turn to Kasaj.
Well-
Kasaj, you mentioned that you can scan for your own technology, right? You know how to find your own chips.
Yes, but I said my device was damaged during the crash. However, one thing I will say, during my time in Binary Helix, I was able to find some spare parts that I could use to repair my scanners.
All right.
Perfect.
And I have noticed a large flux of dark energy activity in that direction, he says, pointing.
It's inside
Which
the
direction?
lab.
Is
That
that, like,
direction happens
cardinally?
where the academy is.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes, it's where the academy is.
Ah, shit.
Excellent.
Oh.
Well, let's get your scanners fixed first, and then we can go. Well, I don't know. Could I even? I guess I could visit the academy, and people would just be like, "Oh, he's just here to, visit some kids." I guess, that
Good.
would be a pretty decent cover, I suppose. And it's not even going to be all that. It's not even going to be a cover. It's going to be the truth. So.
Well, good thing Dia slides next to Nathan and Kovalin, and Dia grabs Kasaj, brings him in. Good thing we have biotics.
Is that a
True.
good thing or a bad thing?
The good
Because
thing
I've
because
started to
they're a biotic
think-
school.
Yeah, exactly. We can just go in as looking to be interested, partake in the school. We'll come.
I don't know if I don't know if I can pull off posing as a student.
Well, you don't need
Well-
to pose off as a student. You could just be, somebody who's interested in learning more, maybe being a teacher. You're there as like a guest speaker. 'Cause, you're a
Oh.
Volus Justicar. That's a very
That's
difficult thing
true.
to do.
That's true. Yes.
And well, worst comes to worst, I am young enough.
I mean,
Are you?
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
What does that mean?
are you?
Are you?
Oh, D is looking
I am the
old
youngest, technically, but
Young enough for what?
to be a student.
Oh.
I'll go in with
Yeah,
that.
I'm a little too old for first term studentry. So,
Well, you have too much muscle to be a first-term student.
And how about me? How do I look at like?
yeah, you could be
No.
a student.
you could be a
Could
student.
be.
I
Well,
can't cover for both asses. I can cover for one ass only.
I don't have. Well, I kind of have an S.
Do I have a
I'm
mug?
sure Stan would agree with that statement.
Stands behind him. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Stan's got the binoculars out.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So we're gonna go visit we're gonna go get your stuff fixed, Cassage, and then we're gonna visit this academy.
There's also
Yes.
hmm,
Yes.
What is
some
it?
information I found.
You don't say.
Really?
Really? What a shocking surprise!
Information? You don't say.
What is it?
Hark, you can blame Gimmick for ruining the surprise earlier.
My husband apparently owns a piece of technology, the one piece of technology that could possibly push Binary Helix's research on the Protheans much farther. He's been refusing to sell, which honestly doesn't surprise me. It's something that belongs to be in a museum.
That belongs
Well-
to yeah, that
Yeah.
Belongs in a museum. I can't handle
Oh,
it.
I get it. It has a reference to the movie.
It is.
Do you think there is a chance that it could still be alive? I mean, inside the yeah.
I don't know. I should ask Solaric, but maybe he didn't tell me for a reason. That being said,
He's
not
your
entirely
husband, right?
he is.
Well,
being
which means
said,
he's
I'm
probably
not
saving it for you.
Well, did you tell him what you eat last time? Maybe it's a bit so trivial that he doesn't think you should know it.
Well, I did tell him I ate at Mikado's.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's Mikado's.
It's true. But that being said, I'm not sure I like the idea that Jalan Loral might be mixed into that. He's I worked with him when I was a younger archaeologist. He's we didn't part on the best terms. Mostly on my fault, but he's he's the kind of person who would walk all over you to get a chance at success, is what I'm saying.
Solaric is like that?
No, Jalan Baral is.
Okay.
Apparently he is the CEO of
Binary Helix.
now.
Well, I warned my brother enough today. I think he's smart enough to figure that out.
I don't know. Jalan can be quite charismatic.
Well, I hope me being around him has made my brother smarter. But
You about
We-
the Protean though.
we can go handle the Prothean after we go to this university. Is that okay? Or do you want to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cassage, how long do you think you will need to fix your scanner?
He says it's fixed. That's why I was able to determine the dark energy coming from that
Okay,
direction
gotcha.
where the
Already?
academy
Oh
is.
my.
Nice.
That's what he found the pieces and he pieced it together.
I was expecting it to be like, we might need it, but since you don't need to fix anything, let's go straight to the university. After which we can search the nearby area for your ship, and then we can head straight to the Citadel after that, since we're already in the system.
And how about your other friend who's in Thessia?
Which friend?
David.
David.
Oh yeah.
I haven't gotten any updates from Salo on David. He's still comatose.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I see. I'm sorry to hear.
Yeah.
Well,
He will inform me though if anything does change. So
I have a lot of vodka back at the ship. You can borrow some. I will allow it.
I don't like vodka. Sorry.
It's the stuff you don't like, which makes you the most drunk.
I'm good. Thanks.
Getting drunk is not necessarily the plan here.
True.
As you guys are making your way to get yourself a car to go to drive you over to the academy, you notice that the lamppost lights are flickering again.
Oh no!
Son of a bitch.
Oh no.
Quick, do you
We're
you
gonna
feel any
butcher
different?
an entire university.
do you all feel any different?
Everyone roll a Constitution save.
Oh no!
Oh, everyone?
Everyone. Oh,
Okay. I rolled well this time.
Okay, I rolled natural 20. Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna be biting people. Hold on. What did you say? Constitution? Oh no!
Oh no. Oh no.
I am
At
pain.
least it
I
wasn't
have
a
a plus
natural
0.
one. It wasn't
You
a
rolled a
natural
four?
one. It wasn't on a roll that mattered too much.
I rolled
no.
a 4.
Oh. Well, I rolled a 7.
Excellent meme.
And we'll end the session there.
Oh.
Okay. So,
I hope
Ah,
I hope it's something like Venom or something like that, so I am immune to that.
Vito, plot twist: Vito was a hamster this whole time.
We're all actually hamsters. We're all
Yeah,
actually
it was
just
part hamster, part Solarian.
We're all
hamsters in the
actually-
Reaper's control, and they're all just screwing with us. It's actually just a simulation.
Why Constitution save?
It was the same as last time when the
Oh
whole
yeah, you're right.
black.
The goat thing.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Jimmy would like this.
Nathan's getting Nathan's getting another visit from his mom's ghost. She's about to slap the shit out of him.
What are you doing?